Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. See the puzzled look on my face? This is a very, very interesting question from Brian, aka Ocean Crossing. I don't know if I can answer this, but stay tuned. Oh, President Shaun is here. President of the club, Shaun Chowdhury, in the house.
Hey, Harry. How are you
Hey, Shaun.
doing?
How are you, bud?
Good to see you.
I think I have a question that you might be able to answer.
Okay.
Okay. I have a mixed doubles match question. According to my friend, who is a USTA rated 4.0 female league player, a male partner should cover 80% of the court in a mixed doubles match, where the female only 20%. In my experience, I know this is completely inaccurate, not even 75-25. But so many players believe this percentage split. Can you share your thoughts on this myth and perhaps bust it? Thank you in advance, Brian. Okay, I've never heard of this. Maybe you can look at the question.
Well, thank you for the question. I will start by saying mixed doubles was one of my favorite events. I love playing mixed doubles matches. It's some of the most fun opportunities to have long rallies and can really construct the point. So I really do love mixed doubles. So Brian is the one who asked this question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can offer my thoughts. I think in general, mixed doubles is an equal partnership. So I think it's a little dangerous to kind of get into percentages. I think when you're on a court at any doubles match, you're kind of really communicating with your partner and trying to put your team in the best position on the tennis court to be aggressive and kind of execute the plan. So I would actually kind of reverse this by saying, instead of looking at percentages and court coverage, think about what are the patterns you want to do in a mixed doubles match. And so I think oftentimes when I play a mixed doubles match, I think about three key things. Firstly, I'm trying to understand what are the right combinations that your opponents feel uncomfortable with. So this could be, you're trying to suss out, do your opponents like their return across court? Do they like their return up the line? Or do they throw a lob quickly? So I think that's strategy number one. Strategy number two, depending on how much mixed doubles you play, I think it is a bit of learning with you and your partner. What are your partner's strengths and weaknesses? And how can you help minimize their weaknesses and maximize their strengths? So that's kind of the second strategy. And the third strategy, I think, really centers on working together as a team and understanding how to apply the most pressure on your opponents. In doubles, in general, it's better to be more aggressive. And so as a mixed doubles team, once you understand your opponent's strengths and weaknesses, your strengths and weaknesses, how do you play to give yourself the best advantage on the court? So Brian, while I appreciate the question, I don't think it kind of gets to the heart of what you're trying to ask, is like, how do you win a match? How do you win the mixed doubles match? And so I think that's kind of how I would approach it.
Dan the man, thank you so much for playing, my man.
Thank you. Thanks
All
for
right.
me.
Same time next week?
You got it.
All right. If you are looking for that perfect tennis partner who'll play with you whenever you want, I play with Dan once a week. Player Court is the place. Over 27,000 registered players wanting to play with you. It's all at playercourt.com/tennis spin. Link is below. Find your partner there. So I feel like what you just explained works if you're, let's say, 9-0 to 10-0 mixed, right? So a 5-5 with a 5-5, let's say, or a 4-5 and a 4-5. When you come a little lower into like a 4-0 or even a 3-5, I don't think your strategies may may work as they're just the IQ is not quite there yet. The playing isn't quite there yet.
I see.
Therefore, I think that's why people say, the guy is the stronger person. You take 75% of the court, and I'll just stand in the alley.
Yeah, it's a good point. I guess in those situations, which player is that 4-5, and which player is that 3-0, 3-5, right? Kind of, based off their gender. I would say in general, the stronger player will try to take the majority of the balls, just to put themselves in a better position to get that offensive shot, hit that winning shot. But like I said, doubles, it takes a full team, right? So,
totally.
So even that 20% from a numbers perspective may seem low. It's a huge portion of the court, right? So
totally.
How do you kind of minimize the risk, and how are you able to kind of make sure that even that 20% of the court that you're covering, can be an advantage? I think. What are your thoughts? Do you feel like in a mixed doubles team, they should be super aggressive? Should they be more passive? What are the winning tendencies for mixed teams?
I think they should just play to their comfort.
Yeah.
If they're just going to throw up a lob all the time and that's what they're comfortable with, having people just run back and stay back, then obviously you already have a strategy and you keep doing that. Going cross all the time, if you're comfortable with that, do that and maybe have the guy poach or whenever there's whenever they're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So I think play to your strengths.
Absolutely.
If you can't play aggressive, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny when I reflect on my mixed doubles matches here at the Cal Club. I play in the 10-0 mixed. I'm often the player who's grinding from the baseline, while my kind of woman partner is the one poaching and kind of charging that. But that plays to our strength because I feel very comfortable at the baseline, and the partners that I've had at the Cal Club have all been extremely aggressive, really good closers. So I think it's really good advice.
Right. So you're at a high level, so.
At every level, though, you still kind of face the same challenges. It's hard to hit a second serve at every level. That's what I'll say here.
So when I first saw the question, I was like, I've never even thought of that question before. Do people really think that way? Apparently they do.
Awesome.
So I think, what do you think? Is that a myth or is that?
I would say it's a myth.
It's a myth.
I think. I think tennis is too simple to kind of throw some percentages out there. But But in my experience, it's a myth. But I know every match is different.
Okay. Well, thank you, Coach Shaun.
Oh, thank you.
President Shaun, Harvard.
Oh.
So let's define the court not in percentages, but in play, aggressiveness, and to your strength. Okay. So the women can't just stand in the alley or stand in 20% and stand in that box and say, everything is yours. Don't you hate that person that says, yours, yours, yours? Do you say that, Coach Shaun?
I do not say that.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.